Hello, welcome to the stream. Take two as it was, as we had a few internet problems yesterday. So we're back again trying to play the hardcore Division 2, just as the people cutting their grass and stuff like that around me. So hopefully that doesn't cut in too much. Do let me know any issues with the quality of the stream, with the audio, anything like that. Just shout out into the comments and I'll see what I can do about it, but we'll keep pushing on. So hardcore, I mean, funny enough, it says it's still in beta, and I really don't know why Massive haven't actually addressed this yet, or haven't actually made it, into a proper feature. I think it's just huge potential. You only got to look at the hardcore WoW at the moment, which is just kicking off in such a big way. I think that the Division, if they can actually incorporate this as a proper mode in terms of having leaderboards, having maybe even dedicated server where you're on a separate server from everyone else, so everyone who's doing it is hardcore, where it actually tells you about everyone who dies. I think that's one of the great things with the hardcore WoW, is that when you see people die in game, you're like, holy shit, you can get a feel for one life, you die and you're gone, and it's a great way of playing it. It feels a little bit more like a little bit like survival. You've got that aspect where your run is over when you're done, but obviously this one with a little bit of a bigger downside, if because you could be 20-30 hours into your run when suddenly actually you die. So we're going to kick off today. I'm also going to have a chat about a little bit about the end of season 4. We've just gone through the manhunt, which I think is really cool. Albeit I've had enough of the manhunt in its current format, and I'm really pleased to see that with year 5 we're getting seasons 2.0, albeit not until right at the end of the year. I would love it if that came a little bit earlier, but hey, we will take what we can get. So let's jump in now, and we'll talk about stuff as we go along with setting up a hardcore agent. So as it says in this one, when you kick it off, it does say that there's no respawn. So if you die, you bleed out, you've got to actually delete your character. That's it. One try, and then you're done. So let's do this. Alright, let's just pick someone randomized. Let's have a look until we find one that looks cool. Ooh, no, not that one. Maybe. Do you know what? I'm actually going to go with a guy, I think. Hey, there we go. Like it. Like it. It's got some style. Let's go with this one. I'm just going to confirm character, and we'll be in. And what I'll do is I'm just going to turn the volume down a little bit while it runs through, because it's going to be doing cutscenes and whatever. And so we can talk about some other things. I was going... that should be... I'll leave it on so you can just hear the video. Let me know how that sounds. So we'll just run through this little prologue, and then we'll get into the cutscenes. And I'll run them in the background, because I haven't seen these cutscenes in so long. Albeit I really must run some other characters so I can get some stash space. Maxed out my main character in a big way with all the builds I'm working on. It all starts us off with the same weapons. We have a P416 and a M870 shotgun, which is a nice shotgun actually. Alright. Push forward, 'cause that guy, I know we have to do the old revive now. I think the thing I'm most worried about on on hardcore is there's a couple of things. There's getting caught in the open world by a group, or maybe two coming together. You know how you get you might have a supply convoy suddenly runs in at the same time as you're doing a control point. And yeah, you have so many enemies on screen, it can be a little bit manic. And I think obviously, yeah, not being able to die would be a bit of a problem. We'll let that run in the background and I'll chat about things. I think the other one is just the mission stories where, you know, you just, if you make a mistake, you're screwed. And I make mistakes. I make a fair few mistakes. So it's going to be interesting to see how far we can go. I'd love to get to max level because then I'd like to slowly introduce more rules and structures into this. For the moment, I've gone with fairly simple rules. So obviously, death equals delete, but that's built into it anyway. You don't have a choice. As soon as you select a hardcore agent, that's what you're going to get. But then also I've said, okay, no reviver hive. I think that's quite important because a reviver hive, basically, yeah, you've got that. Yes, it can fail. Yes, it can get EMP'd. You know, it has a cooldown. But I said, okay, for these runs, no reviver hive. I'll see how that works out. Yeah, I might change my mind on that one at some point. Only use gear that you pick up in the wild, so no vendors. You know, if you group out with people, they should be hardcore, but yeah, there's not enough people doing hardcore at the moment for that to really work. But not you going to take any shared loot or anything like that. And great to have people on board. Actually, it's on top chat at the moment. I'll just change that to come on. Oh God. Okay, thank you. Live chat, because then I'll be able to see all of it. Wow, that's a bit laggy, that is. But hopefully it stays together. My internet's been so crap recently. So yeah, so I'm not going to buy any vendor purchases or anything like that. No shared loot. And I'm not going to craft anything anyway either. Now I think, I'd love to build up a full rule set like they have in Hardcore WoW. And we'll see, yeah, I think as we run this first one, we'll learn a little bit about it. I'd like to do some runs which are a little bit more unusual. So maybe pistols only, no skills. You know, things like that to actually make it a little bit more of a challenge. It's called cutscene, this. I do like it. It should say Kerman Coffee on it, shouldn't it? The coffee shop from the original Division. Free Wi-Fi could do with that. So the other thing, obviously, is just say thank you to everyone who subscribed to the channel. It's I had a lot of support recently. We got a great shout out by Sergeant Greybeard from the Gaming Brigade channel, who ran across my channel and loved the content. And he's pushed probably almost 100 subscribers my way in the last couple of days. It's been great, but past 4,000 now. I don't tend to put out, or I never say in my videos, please subscribe, please like, just because if you like the content, you're going to do that anyway. I want you to give you the opportunity just to watch it. And I don't tend to do these sort of, 4,000 subscribers. I mean, I'm really happy about it. These sort of milestones to help to keep me motivated to keep creating content. But the reality is, the first subscriber is just as important to me as the last subscriber, and it's people who are people like yourselves who've come onto live streams. Joined and participated, and people who are watching the videos, that's what I really care about, and I care about every single one of them. So whether it's 4,000 or whether it was one, you're all as important as the next person. It's I appreciate every single one of them. It does help me in the long run, because there are certain levels where I'll start to be able to get sort of brand set deals, sponsorship deals, things like that will help me to create more content. I do all of my editing myself, all of the thumbnails, everything, all the recording myself, and having more money to be able to outsource a little bit of that would be a huge help. But hey, that will come in time. But I just want to say thank you. Really, really thank you. And let's see. I think the other thing I want to say with this particular live stream and hopefully series is, if you like it, if you're like, okay, hardcore looks fun, enjoy watching that, then please do hit the like button, and will let me know. People like the content, will continue to do it. So finish out the cutscene, because it is a cool cutscene actually. And also, I was going to ask people, what do you think about, the series 4 finale? If you've had a chance to run through the Stovepipe Manhunt, I mean, and got past the game-breaking bug which is in here, which was a bit of a killer. And if you're still having struggle with that particular bug, so that's the one whereby the final part of it, I don't want to do any spoilers in case you haven't done it, but the very final mission, you get 2 cutscenes to complete it. And if you rush through the mission, watch both cutscenes, it puts you into a loop. Basically, you fail the mission and you go back and do that final mission again and again and again. I mean, it's not hard, that bit, but you get stuck and you can't even get into the main world of Washington. To get past that, play it a little bit slower. Take your time. Don't rush through that final one. I mean, it's not hard, so you can do. And there are 2 cutscenes. You'll work out where they swap over. As soon as the second one starts, you can skip it, and it will get you then out of there. And there's one final thing to do for the manhunt, and then you're done. Some really cool lore. I think it's really interesting to see where they're going. And yeah, I'm pretty excited about what Year 5 is now going to bring. Right, so let's run this first bit, and obviously, more importantly, try not to die. And as we go through, I'll have a chat about some of the builds I'm working on. I mean, I'd love to hear from all of you as well about, okay, any builds. Hang on. Yeah, you can kick the ball. So that's important, that. Yeah, any builds that you'd be interested in seeing. The one I'm working on at the moment, I'm just actually started the production of, and I try and get one out because I have to obviously grind the gear. I want to optimize it, sometimes even put some expertise in there. So it takes me a while to create the builds. Yeah, it's typically probably about 2 to 3 days to create a build, and then and refine it. And then it's probably about a day to a day and a half to actually then produce the build video. So I aim to get out at least one a week. If they're a little bit quicker, like I did the John Wick one, which is a fairly quick one, punchy one. And then I also did 2 videos. I did the video on the resource farm. Turning the video gameplay footage volume up just a touch. Let me know if it sounds alright. If you're having problems hearing me or hearing the game, do let me know and I can tweak those. Level 1, don't need to worry about that. But yeah, so it takes, I mean, for something like a 4-minute video, and you'll notice with my videos, my philosophy is make the builds punchy. You guys are coming to just find out about the build, understand how it works a little bit, and then just really get the information you need as quickly as possible. So I do like to make them concise, get to the point, get you the information so you can just get on and create the build. But something like a 4-minute video does take me best part of a day to edit. Now, maybe that's because I'm not a very quick editor, but also because I do try and put a fair bit of production quality into them. I'm not keen on the level up ding. On those build videos where they're literally just taking you through the inventory screen. And just going through, here's my chest piece. I like to actually make it so that I also like to make it so it's entertaining to watch, and hopefully I do that. If anyone has any sort of feedback on that, on any of the videos, always love to hear that sort of thing. But try and make it actually interesting to watch, not just informative. All right, we're going to get another cutscene now. Or in a sec. Excuse me. Struggling a little bit of allergies, isn't I? Killing me. So anyway, the build I'm currently working on actually was I watched a video by Dodd Regnabu, if that's how you pronounce it. He's an English chap who is going to talk to Manny. Who I like his content. I think his production values sometimes not that great, but I think he has some really good informative stuff. He's a big one on the spreadsheets, on the maths, on the the actual formulas, the algorithms behind the division, how it works. So if he's talking to you about what is best in slot, it probably is the best in slot. And he did an interesting video which I came across my stream a couple of days ago, which was basically saying that anyone should be able to, or you should be able to run an all red core run and gun build if you use the talent preservation, which is the one where each kill gives you 10% armor repair over 5 seconds on a kill, 20% if you get a headshot. I'll just wait for this to run out.
It's her. Oh, and introduce yourself to the locals while you're at it. It'll comfort them to know there's a new sheriff in town.
Possibly the most cringe-worthy cutscene ever.
Head downstairs and check in with the quartermaster. He can get you set up with some division tags.
Right, so no reviver hive. Oh. No reviver hive. All right. I think I'm gonna go for some heals though. I kind of feel like a slightly skilly build will be useful. Now, I've never really used the chem launcher that much. Always crowd control better. Now, I'm going to just go for like a Healy build. Alright, we can go for that. Alright. Okay. We don't have any other points.
See ya. The theater settlement is off to the east. You probably run into some trouble along the way. You'll have to do this.
Agent, we've just received a distress call from New York. There's been an attack on the division, and they requested immediate support.
Hey, yeah, I'm good, Marty. How are you?
South Lawn. There's a helicopter prepped for us. We need to leave now.
Okay, I'm not going to do Warlords of New York just yet.
Hyena territory. They're a bunch of vicious assholes who prey on the weak and vulnerable and kill for kicks. And they destroy whatever they can't steal for themselves. And they've been an especially serious problem for the theater settlement. Given our situation, we need the help of the settlements. But they can't do much if they're struggling to survive. So see what you can do to take some pressure off them. But don't forget that we have to get the Shade Network back to full strength. In a lot of places, the division has been the only thing holding people together. But when DC is the priority, most agents are completely cut off. They're not gonna last long without support.
Yay, first screen. Woohoo! Alright. Do you know what? I'm pretty certain that's exactly the one I got yesterday. Anyway, what does it say? Do I want to go with the AK? More damage? Yeah, let's go for it. So yeah, anyway, I was saying the build that so I watched that video. Basically, it's all about preservation. It gives you effectively up to 20% armor on kill, albeit spread over 5 seconds. And that, when you work out the maths on it, is better than running a blue core. And he's right, from the maths point of view, spot on. The problems, Marty, hang on, let's just address your question first before going on about that build. Oh, hang on. I got to focus a little bit now. I don't want to die stupidly, which is probably something that will happen. You talking about the bug in it whereby you loop the final mission? Yeah, I mean, I think because other than that, I thought it was generally a good end. You know, the story was interesting. I don't want to give spoilers just in case, I don't know who's going to be watching this, whether they've done the Manhunt or not. But I thought the overall story was pretty reasonable. Yeah, I thought it was a good end where we are. It will be interesting to see how they take it next. So we got Broken Wings, I think is the so I'm just checking. I don't want to get hit by anything. So I think Broken Wings is the first season of year 5. So that's coming up pretty damn soon, actually. We must only have about 4 weeks left. Something like that. We're into the rundown to year 5 for sure, I think. So Broken Wings to me, actually I'll jump onto that because I got a few thoughts about that. So I think it was, from what we saw, it was clear, obviously. Oh, our reward though, what? The fact that it's just an apparel. A skin. I don't know. I don't mind too much on that. I mean, yeah, maybe we were spoiled. Oh, shit, wide out in the open. Maybe we were, the expectation that because we got the Doctor Home exotic from last season, that we'd be getting another exotic. I don't know. To be honest, I'm not that bothered about, getting another exotic, because I think there's a lot of exotics in the game already that just need a rework. How many builds have you seen with the Ninja Bike knee pads? And the answer probably is none. No one actually uses it. You've got the Tardigrade chest piece, which actually is a pretty good chest piece. With its, it's basically unbreakable shared across a party, albeit for solo players. Why would you use it when you can get the 100%? 100%. Oh god, the kick on that is horrendous. 100% armor repair from Perfect Unbreakable. Well, 95% is in my. It's 100%, isn't it? 95% on normal. Yeah, but you got those sort of. All right, we're gonna have to equip that one. Oops. You got those exotics that just are completely underutilized. I'd love them to rework a few of those. I'm not going to do the echoes. Just keep pushing through.
You're coming up on the theater settlement. The woman who runs it is named Odessa Sawyer. Try to stay on her good side.
I mean, and when you think about it, yeah, absolutely, Marty. I mean, I think, it is actually a really nice exotic if you're in a group. It's just completely underutilized, and there's lots of them. I mean, you hardly ever see the BTSU gloves, even though it's actually, quite a nice, it's a very good healer piece. Yeah, you've got I'm trying to think of all the different ones. You've got the holster, the Dodge City, is it holster? Dodge City holster, isn't there? Which could be really interesting for pistol builds. There's a ton of exotics out there that just, they need to rework some of those, and I hope they do with year 5, rather than sticking any more exotics into the game. I kind of wish they'd do that. I think there's also, you've obviously, so year 5 seasons 2.0, they're introducing a new gear piece into the game. Now, the speculation I've seen or read, is that it's going to be a little bit like the artifacts you get in Destiny 2. Oh yeah, the Imperial Dynasty holster. Yeah, that does fire damage. Let me get that cutscene running. Fire damage every 30 seconds. It's just, I guess, with that one, you've now got pieces like, Perfect Trauma, where you could just shoot someone and spread it, or even, Ridgeway's chest piece, Ridgeway's Pride. If you want to apply bead and apply a dot, okay, just use one of those. because you can play it much quicker than you can every 30 seconds. But yeah, it's. I would love them to see. Yeah. So sorry, going back to so they're introducing what might be an artifact into seasons that you build up, because they're trying to reintroduce a little bit of that aspect of that feeling you got when you first started the game, albeit a long time ago now, 4 years ago now, whereby getting new gear is exciting. Like with this one, I get a green. Yeah, it feels good to get a green and an upgrade. And we basically have no upgrades at all now. And so they're trying to reintroduce that, which will, because they're targeting with the Seasons 2.0, 2 groups of players. Three groups really. They're targeting people who have less than 1,000 hours, and people who have more than something like 5 or something like that. People who've been either are new players or have been playing a lot, and are basically they want to make it so that there's something for both of those groups of people, something that encourages new players to start the game. Interesting, there was an interview, Rogue Gold just did an interview with Morten Ryberg, the product manager, I think is product director, something like that, whatever his title is, he was saying that now they have Steam chart figures, you can see just how many new players are joining the game every single month. And it's actually a lot. The problem is that they hit a point and then they drop off again. And I think that's probably where a lot of us are, is, I'm up to, I don't know where I am actually. I'm probably, because I came back to the game. I played originally Division 2 on PlayStation. Then, probably about 2 years ago, everything I had swapped to Xbox, which may well be a mistake, given Phil Spencer just said that Xbox is number 3 in the console war. And so I actually then started the game again probably about a year ago, and I'm up to about 1,000 hours, I think, in the game again since then. So we're at that stage where it's feeling very stale, where what's going to keep us coming back, and that's one of the groups that they're going to be targeting, with something that gives us something to go and play for, something that gives us that feeling of starting again, which is, I think, is in reality is why survival was such a great game mode, because you always felt like you were crafting gear, you started with nothing. It was just that feeling of building a character, which we all love, of you can feel you're getting stronger surviving the elements as it was. And I guess in some respect Descent does that just a tiny bit, the new game mode coming very soon, but I don't think it'll do it fully, because it's just not, you're not really getting gear, you're just getting talents. And there was, I think one of the things with survival was there was a very distinct end to it, which made it a much more palatable playthrough. Anyway, let's get cracking on this. So they're targeting that, which I think is great. The new players and existing players, which is very good. And then also trying to bring something that brings lapsed players back, which I think for the health of the game would be great. So I'm interested to see what Seasons 2.0 will bring. Going back to where I started, exotics, I suspect there's got to be some redesign of exotics to then fit in with whatever this new gear piece is, or how 2.0 actually works. Yeah, there is a little bit. It's funny enough, Descent reminds me a little bit of a mix between the Underground, because of the procedurally generated bit. You don't know quite what you're going to get each time. Then Resistance with the waves of enemies, along with the survival and you're building up of your character. And actually, when you look at what they've done with all the content that's here, so with Summit as well, when you think about it, Summit again brings in that little bit of the Underground and Resistance into it.
You're right next to the Grand Washington Hotel.
Okay, here we go.
Which is, you know, I think is great. I think we'd all love a pure survivor mode, but hey, which I'm, you know, I think I really wish they would do, because I think that would attract quite a few players into the game, because obviously, you know, Escape from Tarkov type games are very popular at the moment, so having that dedicated mode in the game back again would be great. But I think the big thing that we don't know about Descent fully at the moment is what are the rewards you are going to get, and how do they link into your main character, because otherwise people are going to play Descent for a bit. Yeah, they'll do it, they'll try it, go, oh, this is cool, it's a little bit fun, but now I'm bored of it and I don't want to do it anymore. You notice how I stopped talking when I'm focusing there? I am not going to die on my first mission.
Hostile radio intercepted.
I'm heading upstairs to the hostage.
Let's equip that.
Saints here.
The who now?
Hyena big shot. Real unpleasant. We need to kill this asshole.
Yeah, so I mean, that's the thing, challenge I can see we're going to have with Descent is, you've got leaderboards, but leaderboards are basically for the hardcore, you know, because you're going to have people who are able to play for, you know, 18, oh god, I swapped weapons accidentally, you know, 18 hours at a time, which, you know, the average player is not going to be able to do. And so the leaderboards are going to be completely irrelevant to the vast majority of the player base. I can see it becoming, it'll be a hardcore and a streamer thing. Yeah, you can imagine the streams already, isn't it? Yeah. "24-hour." Oh shit. Alright, one more. I'm just going to pop the second heal. Just feel a little bit tenser because it's hardcore. It's like, shit, don't screw up. Oh.
Device detected.
Nice.
On the way to the top floor. Take the stairs to the right of the elevators and work your way up.
So yeah, the big thing then for the average player with Descent will be, okay, why should I play it? And the answer has to be, you're going to get some sort of reward that makes you want to come back for more.
Portable device detected.
Ooh, what if I could... I should probably go pretty early on and do the chatterbox. Yeah, get the... Because obviously the box is in here for one of the pieces. I don't have any keys at the moment. There it is. Hyena box. Yeah, I should definitely do that. Because that's not a bad exotic to have early on. Pop that on. So yeah, so when you think about it, something like, you know, Summit and Countdown, the advantage they have is they have targeted loot, which you can then bring back into the game, which I think works really, really well and makes people want to play them. Yeah, in fact, yeah. Oh, Christ, keep doing that. Yeah, Countdown is by far and away probably the best way to grind for loot because of it's targeted. So the big question then will be is, okay, what is, you know, how is the loot going to be done in Descent? Will it be, you know, survival? You could extract loot, so it was always relevant, albeit it was only high end. I don't think you could get exotics in that. Resistance, you had those crates you could farm for. So that was perfect with the chance of, I think it was like one of the best ways to get the house back in the day in the Division. So what are they going to put into the? Maybe it will be like levels. If you can get to level 10, you get X. If you get to level whatever, you get Y, and you can bring those out of the Descent game mode for in game. Maybe it. I don't want that. It's just cosmetics, but whatever it is, it has to be something that encourages people to come in and actually play that mode. Now, I think, overall, when you look at...
Ammo stockpile. I'm gonna detonate it.
Okay, Kelso. When you look at what Year 5 is doing, I think it's really good, because we've got Descent, we've got a DLC, potentially in a new location, which would be really cool. Maybe Midtown Manhattan, or even, there's obviously a lot of speculation with the Stovepipe Manhattan that St. Louis might be the location, which would be really cool to add an extra zone to the Division 2 world. So you've got the DLC, you've got Descent, and you've got an incursion similar to we had in Division. And I think that's great, because when you think about what is so good about the Division is that and still is, there's still a very active player base, is that any day of the week you can go in and play it and there's something different to do, whether it's Resistance, Last Stand, Underground, Skirmish, Survival, Legendary missions, whatever. And that's something, actually jumping a bit, but now let's finish off my point here, which is the great thing about the Division post 1.8 patch was it's had such a variety of content and such a breadth of content that it was just a hell of a lot of fun to play. You never got bored of it, and there was always a reason to come back and turn it on. Okay. And by what they're doing with Year 5, including Descent, Incursion, DLC, and then Seasons 2.0, they're starting to get to that point where we'll have those plus Summit, plus Countdown, plus Conflict, and the DZ, of course, albeit
Holding for backup.
the DZ in Division was much better.
Looks like, but there are plenty of hostiles up there.
Not for long.
But you got you finally got that range of content that I think will keep people interested in the game and coming back. So I think at the end of Year 5 will actually be in a pretty good position as a result of that. Maybe not quite at the Division standards, because I don't think the game modes are quite as good, but getting there. All right.
Glad you made it.
Okay.
Ready when you are.
Glad to be here.
Let's do this.
We've got about one left. This armor's almost down. Bouncing around all over the place, those. Greenpeace. Woohoo! Get in there. Alright, let's slap that on. Weapon damage and health, sweet.
Eleanor? Your mom sent us to bring you home. Are you hurt?
Great to have everyone on here.
What's going on?
How's everyone's day going?
I'll bring her down when she's fit to move. Let's meet at the theater.
Anyone else still stuck in the bug loop? Well, like I said that, and the player count, the viewer count went up. Nice stuff. As said, it starts, and I get not everyone will have been on.
We've got hostiles flooding into the building from the street.
Get down there and take care of them. I got Eleanor.
Do give me, give the stream a like if this is the sort of content that you enjoy watching. You know, this hardcore Division content. It just helps me to know. Then, okay, should I do more of this in the future? I predominantly do build videos. I don't stream it that often. I should probably do it more regularly, and I'll try to in the future if people like it. Simple as that. All right, let's get on this gun, and it didn't. All right. All right, so we should be good. Let's do this for a little bit. Keep the heat down. Oh, that's good, Andre. Yeah, I didn't. I did it very early on, pretty much straight after the patch had come out, and you know, I was like, "What the hell is going on?" I mean, when if it happens, you're like, "Oh shit!" And then I'm trying to.
See you soon.
All right, so I just want
Got some
to
new
finish
footage of the
talking.
hyenas. Might help you make more sense of them.
All right, let's watch the footage.
Step back.
It should be easy.
What's your fucking problem? Just leave, man. We don't want any trouble.
Wanna see what I can do?
Guys, maybe we should just leave.
Ooh.
No fucking way. Look at this.
Fucking alert.
This is gonna do good.
Ooh, nasty. I mean, these things, the things like that bug, they can happen, can't they? I mean, it's, you know, to be fair to Massive, you do everything in your test environment, which is supposed to be an exact copy of the production environment, and it still goes wrong.
Cover me while I
Oh god, I can't aim from here with this thing. It's jumping around so much. Here. Let's head back.
We kicked their ass. We got no time to bury them.
The other good thing about actually doing this game mode, other than the fact that it's great fun to build up a character again. I'm going to use guns that I've probably never used before. I don't think I ever used the P416. I mean, if I'm using an AR, I'm probably using a FAMAS or a Carbine 7, maybe the Police 7.4. But yeah, it's going to be cool, actually. Maybe that could be a rule for a future stream. Would be you got to use whatever the last gun is you find. Oof, that could be rough. You get one of those little mini SMGs. I can't remember what they're called actually. The tiny ones. You're screwed.
Worse than ever, Odessa. We're barely holding things together.
What am I supposed to do?
Help us.
I am helping. I am helping.
Yeah, no, I think that's right, Andre, isn't it? It's just,
We need
yeah.
you out there again. Your leg wouldn't stop you.
It's not about that.
I know it isn't. But if we fail,
All right.
All right.
All right. We could probably spare some people.
I'll be outside.
Kelso's a bit of a badass, isn't she? I think she's like a former Army Ranger.
She said you did your part.
That's interesting. The FAL's not one I've used a lot of, Andre. I just always go for the FAMAS for some reason. I just love the burst fire on it. I mean, I'm still, because I only came back to the game a year ago, my expertise isn't that high, so I've got a way to go. Right, we're going to do all of the missions. Cool. All right. Jefferson Trade Center.
Civilians in danger.
I'm curious as to when this is gonna, you're gonna get the first choke point in it where it's just like, shit, I might die here. I do think it's more likely to be in the open world where you just get overrun. I'm just remembering, isn't there the end of the space and what's it called? Space and the Air and Space Museum. You have that boss that comes down where the whole of the gangway just blows up. And there's all the flames, and he's there, the Chungus. That can be quite tough, particularly if you're completely undergeared. Excuse me a sec. So I got to. Yeah, I mean, it's that's one of the great things about the game, isn't it? Is there's always a gun that will be a personal preference. Come on, I suppose I did my first open world event. Hang on, what level are these? 3? That's right. Alright, got to use cover. Cannot overpower any of these. Alright. My challenge, or my thing, I'm not that keen on the, it's like I tried to do a rifle build the other day, and I don't like the, those slower firing, harder hitting weapons as much. Although I don't mind something like this one here, the P416, which is actually, you know, for an AR is pretty slow. Sort of, what is it? Oh, sorry, this is an AK, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, 600 RPM on an assault rifle is pretty slow. So, yeah, I guess you don't have bounties at this low level yet. Given I can't craft anything, there's not really any point picking that up. Alright, let's see anything good in it. Ooh. Okay. I quite like the AUG. Much less damage though, so I'll pick it up, but
Motherfucker, are you high? No. Don't you lie to me. I can forgive a lot, but not lie. Even if I was high, it's got nothing to do with you. Is that what you think? Are you that stupid? Because we're all in this together. Every one of us. Depending on each other. If we can't depend on you, you can't stay here. You can't kick me out. Oh, I can. Believe me. I don't want to. I want to help you. But you have to be truthful. Is that something you can do? Yeah, I think so. Then let's start with that.
sorry, just had to pick him out. I can't help myself. Oh yeah, I mean 700 RPM is not bad at all, is it? I mean, and the Strikers is, yeah, I mean, it's just a quality gear set, really. I must admit, I always, yeah, it's like, I create lots of different builds, but when it comes down to it, there's always a go-to build you have or go-to gear set. And I think, yeah, Strikers is definitely up there. And I think the Heartseeker as well is right up there. They're just really good, solid gear sets that they're going to aggro behind me, aren't they? Probably. I do quite like there's something you can do the Ninja Bite build with the Strikers and Umbra, where it gets your, yeah, it's just insane the fire rate on, particularly on some of the ones like the Vector. Ooh, blue. Didn't even spot that dropped. Okay, not sure what I'm going to do with status effect just yet, but let's just delete some of these. Yeah, so the Strikers Umbra with the Ninja Bite, where you can get, so you basically have.
Video contact with Espinosa came from a parking garage close to the shade node. Isaac has the location.
You have three Umbras, so you can get the gear set bonus, and then you have the 2 Strikers and the Ninja Bike, so you get the rate of fire, you get the weapon handling. Yeah, the Umbra comes with its rate of fire and critical hit damage, and just ridiculous. You know, something like the Vector, it fires so quickly, it's insane. I think it's up to, is it something like 1500? And then the FAMAS is, yeah, stupidly fast. It's like firing like a Vector is. Very funny. There's certainly some good meme builds with the Ninja Bite. Alright. Feeling pretty good at the moment about this run. Yeah, I haven't yet felt like I was really in trouble.
Intercepted.
We're under attack! Intruders in the east entrance! Then kill them!
Famous last words.
It's a division!
Look for a way down to the garage and see if you can pick up Espinosa's trail. He tends to leave a mess.
Alright, a couple come slightly different. Alright. Yeah, they have a quite fun one you can do. I've got a video and it's called the 3 Ninja Bike builds or whatever. It's got a 1, 2, 3 on the thumbnail. But you can do one with that's with the True Patriot. Yeah, True Patriot. Two-piece True Patriot? Maybe one piece. Oh shit. Bloody hell, that was lucky. That was lucky. Walked into that. Okay, we went. Yeah, so maybe 1 or 2 pieces of True Patriot, and then the Brazos, so you can get Picaros plus 1 other, which then takes the something like the Stoner Lang up to well over 400 rounds in its mag. So it's just, you just sit there, just hold the trigger down, it just keeps firing and firing. It's insane. Oh. Where do you go? Oh, there it is.
You're near Espinosa's last known position. The shade node should be yours.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think the whole campaign is pretty good. I mean, the story's, yeah, but yeah, the progression actually takes you through. And when you actually look at these environments, they're pretty damn cool. It really is just when you get to endgame, there's not enough variety at the moment in what you can do, other than creating lots and lots of builds, which not everyone is into.
Active shade beacon nearby.
That's probably the node. Isaac should guide you to it.
There's only so many times you can play Summit for the first time. So there's only so many times you can play something like Countdown and have someone pop their striker drone or assault turrets on the final stage with all the hunters and watch as it slowly blasts away your entire team.
There should be a terminal that'll let you reactivate the node.
Okay.
Authorization granted. Please stand by. Intelligent system analytic computer reactivated. All Isaac subsystems operational.
That was the last step to getting Isaac fully restored locally. But we have a ways to go before we can celebrate. And a missing agent to locate. Continue your sweep of the complex.
Hostile radio intercepted.
Hello? Is this the division? Looking for someone?
Who is this? How are you on this channel?
Friend of yours gave me a real nice wristwatch. He's right here. Want to talk to him? If you want him back, we can make a deal. You back off, we'll deliver him unharmed. Mostly.
They'll keep him alive. They aren't stupid. Just find that hyena piece of shit and waste her.
Watch out for that sniper at the end there. One more straight ahead of me. I didn't see it.
Portable electronic device detected.
To my left. Yeah, actually, no, that's a brilliant idea, Andre. I mean, I think the making the open world a bit more dangerous tonight or something like that would be really cool. Now, funnily enough,
Hey guys,
sorry, I'll wait until she's finished talking.
deal, but you better decide fast. I don't know how much more this dude can take.
She's goading you to try to make you reckless. Just stay focused.
What you're describing there sounds pretty much what we've. Whoa! I keep thinking it's good. You know, the mission you play later on when it's yeah, you're in the end game. Then the enemies are in a different place. Yeah, what you're describing there sounds a hell of a lot like Heartland. Because with that one, I think we're going to be, there's going to be an element, I mean, there's survival in it. But there is, I think, going to be an element of base building in it, or at least base rebuilding. But then at night is when you have the, is when it's basically more PvP. And you've got these sort of, you know, dark zone extractions and things like that. Or okay, this could be our first test here. Let's play it safe. Let me put one of those. Use the cover. God, my gun does not hit very hard. Alright, that's good. Pop his armor. So I'm going to take his gun out. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so I think you're gonna like Heartland when it comes out if that's what you're looking for. I'm excited for Heartland. I think it's going to be really interesting to see what that's like. But the whole aspect of at night, you get the clouds of the stronger virus kicking in. There, you have filters that only last for a certain amount of time. So you got the sort of the whole risk reward of, do I go in there and try and get the better loot?
Agent vital signs 0.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. It is unbalanced. So it'd be interesting to see what they do with Heartland. And how much you can avoid it and play it as a PvE and avoid the PvP aspects. I mean, I don't play much PvP. I'm more of a PvE player myself. But what I've found where, you know, if I've been creating builds and, you know, trying to create something for aimed at players who don't play it a lot, but, you know, want to go in the dark zone, try and get an eagle bearer or, you know, ravenous or whatever. Come on, pop your head. Nice. Whoop. Okay, that was good. Got lucky. Alright, got a sniper up top? No, he's the guy doing the cars. Whoa, shit. Okay. That's probably where I'm going to die. Is when I get, yeah, either the rushers from the outcasts, or was it the... Oh, shit. Okay. Or some sort of grenader.
Can't have gotten far yet. Go after her.
That's the bit I'm probably most worried about. I've got to build something that's pretty damn tanky, I think. Just take everything slow and steady. Okay, this is could be a pretty difficult section, this outside bit. I mean, I've got to watch out for the sniper at the end. Whoa, alright. I'm trying to look at the sniper at the same time as I... Oh, shit. As I fire. Alright, see if I can get... I probably want to use... If I move over here, I should be... Okay. Okay, got them. I'm going to keep some cover between me and them. I should be alright. You get a few coming out on that door. Yeah, there they are. Alright, wait until that goes away. Short bursts. So the music is pretty good as well. Ooh, shit. That is a really tough question because it's, for me, it's been a long time of actually playing games. Favorite game of all time. If you looked at, okay, let me say games I played the most of.
Looks like Isaac's back up and running. Nice. Meet me back at the White House. I've got some new intel I want to share with you and Manny.
Let's play this one in the background. Yeah, I mean, I was a big World of Warcraft player back in the day. I started at Burning Crusade and played until Mr. Pandaria. And so I love that. I love that. Yeah, and put thousands of hours into that. Then the original Division, I was massively into that game as well. So played that a hell of a lot. And then never ends well in these cutscenes, unless it's that.
Come back to the base if you want to add to your skills, Agent.
Alright. I can fast travel. Woohoo! It's good. Yeah, I did play a fair bit of Destiny 2 in my day as well. You know, when it particularly, well, Destiny 1, particularly when it came out, and that was a great game as well. But I mean, I think, I'm just trying to think, what favorite game of all time?
Hard work, we've been able to make some critical upgrades to the base of operations. We've restored access to the city's CCTV cameras and updated our maps of DC and the Situation Room.
Just ready for the cutscene.
Food prep and cooking equipment. Comfortable places to sit and have a hot meal. Giving the staff a place to relax has boosted morale. We're getting an influx of food, water, and medical supplies. Some of these will remain here to create a stockpile. And the surplus will be redistributed to civilians in need. It's hard to believe we have a surplus of anything right now. The White House is coming back to life. Keep up the good work.
Nice. Yeah, DC was really good. The Atari Jaguar. Ooh. Yeah, I mean it's a great game. I mean, I'd also put in, you know, for me, maybe I'm just looking at my. I'm actually looking at my Xbox 360 collection because I mean that was the Xbox 360 was a great console, as was the PS2. Yeah, I've got to say as well, things like Bioshock, I think was brilliant when it first came out. I'd put out there Eternal Darkness on the GameCube. That was fantastic. Ocarina of Time was the on the Nintendo 64 I loved when it first came out, which again ages me on the gaming side. Final Fantasy Tactics Advance on the Game Boy SP, which I will on one of these. Where's my camera? There it is. Which this is really going back, and this was I got this when this first came out. And I think, there you go. It's a classic. And I think the cartridge that's in here may even be, yep, Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. What a game. Oh, it's too bright with the ring light. Wait, there we go. Absolute classic. Yeah, I mean I like the GameCube. Nintendo 64 was just an awesome. Actually, I can show you. This is my. You can see on the top of the shelves there the Nintendo 64 boxed in the original GoldenEye box. So that was a classic. But yeah, I love the Nintendo 64. Sadly, that one. Getting the camera in the right place, not quite. Go back where it was before. Sadly, that one died. It was a UK version that I brought with me when I moved to the States, and that one died, and I can't get it fixed because it's a UK version, which is upsetting. But I need to, because I got a whole ton of Nintendo 64 games. And then, but yeah, I've got a lot of GameCube games as well, which, I'd love to actually start playing some of those again at some point. Oh, God, Elite. Oh, my God. I had a friend who had the Apple computer, I think it was. Was it? No, sorry, BBC computer, as it was in the UK.
What'll it be?
All right, now, which one should I love? I think... I want to get something different because, in the main game, I always play the same bloody things. So I've got the chem launcher. I'm just thinking about survivability as well, though. But I wonder if I just need a slap on a shield just as a oh shit moment. I don't think so, because I don't really like playing with shields. Not with the big shields. Yeah, I never use a Firefly. I can't even think I've ever used the burster. Let's do it. It's probably a very big mistake because I'm ending up now with a skill that I'll probably never use. All right, let's unlock some way. All right, I think the first thing I'm going to do is armor kits. I can't. I've only got 2. I don't really care about capacity. I'm not going to craft anything anyway. That doesn't really matter. Actually, no, I can equip those. They're not crafted. All right. But I think I'm just going to save up for the health pot. I mean, that's convenience, but I'm not worried about that. Right, let's wait then. Oh, classic. Oh, God, yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, I remember the Amstrad. I think my first gaming, because we had like something like my parents had something like the Binatone.
More pieces from the toy store.
Right.
I'm not gonna be able to finish my fucking map.
All right, man.
Listen to that.
While the sheriff was busy waking up Isaac, I kicked in a few doors.
Did you learn anything?
Some new cuss words.
Anything useful?
I know where we can find out where the cure was sent.
The capital. We can't get past those defenses.
Not yet. But once we reconnect to our satellite network and get the main shade node online, we should be back at full strength. Then we'll be ready.
Okay, well, in the meantime, we have intel President Allen survived the crash. He's being held by one of the factions. Locating him should be a priority.
Oh, fuck that. There could be another major outbreak anytime soon. We don't need some politician. We need that cure.
We might need him to access it. It'll be somewhere secure.
All right. Let's see what we can do.
All right.
I don't know whether to be flattered or offended, man.
So sad. Okay. Oh, safe houses. All right. We can make control points. My first control point. This could be interesting. All right. Let's pick out the control points. I wonder if they'll all be unlocked. If so, there's the ones there, one up in the top corner. Yeah. All right. Yeah, so I think my first proper gaming thing was the Commodore 64. Old classic. Hey, if there people, we got quite a few people on, so great to see you all. What I'm very interested in, so this is a hardcore run through. Simple. If I die, the agent is deleted. There's nothing you can do about that. It's actually a beta within the game, so you can do it. They always select it. But then we're also running with rules like, I'm not going to craft, and there's no crafting. Can't buy anything from vendors. Can't use a reviver hive because that would be completely cheating, I guess. And we'll work from there. But what I'm really interested in, if you like this sort of content, you like this sort of going back to the roots and seeing the game done in this way, do hit the like button. That way I'll know, okay, let's keep doing this, and we'll do this on a regular basis. If you want to see me screw up by just running into people, yeah, let me know. Right, let's see if how this thing works. I've never used this in the game, to be honest. But that was alright, actually. Other than he's got one on him. Is it going to blow up again in a second? And it beeps very annoyingly. So yeah, hit that like button if you like it. So just so I know, okay, I'll keep doing this content. We'll make a proper series out of this, and we'll also adapt it as we go along. And what I mean by that is potentially do other runs with different rules. Bang. Only. Well, yeah, maybe, Andre. I mean, maybe, but yeah, I thought, it's just if you can use the reviver hive, we'll see. Maybe I'll change that rule. All right, let's see how this goes. This is where I could screw up big time, really. Particularly if they overwhelm me. Thank God they're all red bars. That's the thing I'm actually guys on turrets are not brilliant either, but that's what I'm really worried about is when I get to the outcasts and you've got two of those bloody suicide bombers coming at me, because two of them in a row will just wipe me out, I think. Depending, I'm definitely going to err on the side of being tanky. I'm gonna push in a little bit. Oh, sorry, I went weird there. Uh-oh. Yeah, grenaders are awesome. Whoa, you see, look, that is what I'm worried about. Ooh, nice. Do you know what? I quite like that now. Pistol only, yeah, that'll be insane. I've actually got a nice pistol build on the side, which works really well. So I'll have to, lean on what I learned from that. Could really do with some armor regen as well.
Cover me while I reload.
I'm here to cover you.
Fuck you, hyena!
While I sight here.
I can take care of it.
Detecting additional hostile contact.
Let's go for it. I think with red bars, this will probably be quite effective. I wouldn't use it if they were elites. And there's an elite. Nice. Oof. Alright.
That was the last one. They shouldn't have messed with us.
Come on. Give me some good gear. Give me some good gear.
Supply room access unlocked.
Give me another blue. See, if I had that rule, if I went for a run with the rule where you've got to use the last weapon you find out, at least there's the G36, maybe I get that, but the SMG9, has anyone ever used that in the game? I do like the G36 as well. I'm going to swap to that because I like it. I've got to get rid of some of these, so I can get rid of that. I used to love the AUG in Division 1. Actually, it's a big drop off in damage. I'll leave it. Right, backpack. What do we got in it? Weapon damage and useless health. Just get rid of some of this crap. Ooh. No. Critical chance actually would be quite nice. Two-piece Providence. I mean, actually, Providence now with a Ninja Bite is an absolutely banging gear set because you get the that headshot and 10% critical chance. So look, come on. All right. Okay. We can work with that. Yeah, we can work with that. I kind of feel like a skill build might be a good way to go as well, in some respects. I'll leave that for the moment, but I think I'll keep the Providence for that. Although the armor would be nice. I kind of feel like it said 10% health. Of course, no, we're not going to do it. We'll leave it. I might regret this. I need some blue cores.
Civilians in danger.
I guess I can pick up this stuff because I could optimize later. Right, where are we going? Let's just head down there then. Get the safe house. Oh, you know what I've missed? Oh, they're already down. Got to shoot some tires out. You can't play the game without shooting out a few tires. It's traditional. And they're down as well. Even one of them's blown out. Yeah. That's not very good. Did they take that out? They always used to be... No, there you go. There we go. Perfect. I feel complete now. Actually, I should shut a door.
Detected.
There you go.
The control point in proximity.
Got to shut a couple of doors. Wasn't there someone who shut every single door in Manhattan on the first game?
Priority item detected.
Well, yeah, you had to. You absolutely... Oh, I need to go... Ran past it. You had to shut the doors. I mean, it's one of the things about this game, isn't it? It's just the detail in it is actually fantastic. And there's some really, really weird shit. I was in New York, in the Warlords of New York bit, and
This is the only place around
no,
here
actually, it's
the hunters
not.
didn't dare to touch.
It's on.
Good news for you.
Hang on.
Some really interesting intel here.
I think it's in West End. It's the Rat Temple, which is just weird. It's just like, why? Did I run out again? Yeah, I did. Cunning. Just weird shit like that in there. It's just why on earth?
Looks like you got your hands full. Good luck.
Alright, I need to pick up the SHD caches really. What's that, level 4? Okay, I could do that one, couldn't I, as well? And you get the SHD tech for that. Yeah, pick up those 3 around here, get the control point, and do the tech. I'll come back for those later, maybe. And then maybe do the control points over there as well. I only got all the side quests from there as well. Alright. Let's head down there first. So we'll take the control point, then do that mission.
Portable electronic device detected.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right, Andre. I think yeah, the atmosphere. I mean, I played through the Division 1 again, started a brand new character, and I, if there's anyone on the stream who hasn't played it, go and play it. You are missing out on a truly brilliant game in the original Division. It's just the atmosphere, all of those little audio logs, just tremendous. It really is. Christ, if they remastered Division 1, I'd be like, okay, let's run all these. I would definitely play that again.
I am. Do you know what I see? What? Nothing. Endless days.
What am I picking up?
Nothing. It's all gone. We think we can restore it, but it's gone. Maybe someone's grandkids would experience something close to what we used to have, but for you and me, buddy, fucking nothing. And you think getting high on that shit is the answer? No. There's no answer. We're all gonna die. Probably sooner than we think. Might as well enjoy myself a bit on the way. Stop it, Peter. This is not you. I didn't think so either. But I also thought I'd be dating Maya. Nothing's my final fight about now. All right. If you're set on self-destructing, I can't stop you. But I'll be around to get you mine. It's not nothing. It is to me.
I love the nutcrackers.
Got some self-destructing to do.
You know, I'm not sure I've ever been into this building. Oh yeah, I love the survival game mode. Survival game mode was absolutely brilliant. And the funny thing is you go back on the Division 1 now. Okay, I'll say that. Armor is good. Armor is good. You go back on the Division 1 game now, you will still be able to get a full game, with other agents pretty damn quickly. I mean, it might take a couple of minutes, but yeah, it's... Ooh, Okay, we've got another Providence with 0.1% more weapon damage. Alright, we'll go for it. Although that's got a blue. That's just got blue. Oh, it's the health, isn't it? I don't really care that much about health. Let's go weapon handling. Yeah, I mean it's it's crazy that even now you can still get a full lobby for survival on Division. It's just awesome. So I definitely recommend that. And again, as I was saying, yeah, if you haven't played the original Division, all right, we'll take that. That might be an upgrade on. Yeah, that is with the RPM. All right, let's go for it. If you haven't played the original Division 1, you absolutely owe it to yourself to go and play it, 'cause it's just brilliant. Just absolutely worth it. And it's, I mean, obviously it's now dirt cheap to get it. You do have to get the seasons, I think, separately, so that you can get the all of the expansions. But I mean, so much game modes in there, so many game modes. I actually did the Dragon's Nest Incursion. I managed to get a full squad for it just by just queuing up in game. That's great, really cool. And survival is absolutely the best game mode in any loot shooter. I mean, it's great. It's funny is when people talk about Tarkov and having created the looter extraction, you go, no, survival. When that came out 6 years ago now, was it 5? That was 6 years ago that came out. That was the first extraction survival game. It was years ahead of everyone else. Let's see where he was. Oh, there he is. Oh, that's one more. No, it's someone behind me in that. Get out of here. Shit, they're coming firing from that way. No. Oh, there he is. Alright, let's go in and take this control point. Okay.
Hostile broadcast picked up.
Should be able to take them all out from here without worrying too much. Actually, I know, Any more? Yeah. Go on, run together, blow up. Oh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Hey, look, I'm actually really liking that. I've got a feeling there's a build coming on here. Alright. Enemy leader's trying to flank me. Come on. Run down there. That would not be good. Okay, got another one. Link him up. Oof. I really like that. Yeah, I don't think I've ever used it. It's actually really cool. The question is, how does it scale though? Alright, see if we can use the gun again.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Nice. So there's a purple drop there. I'm going to save it. Go down, pick it up in a second. Come on, be a good bomb.
Supply room access unlocked.
Alright. Nice, another Providence. Wow, they're throwing Providence at me at the moment. So look at it. That was, yes, and the gloves as well. So I lose armor. That's okay. I think for the critical hit damage, I'll take that. Actually, I'm not going to delete that yet. I'll hang on to that. And this is just headshot. I probably prefer weapon handling. Alright, let's go and see what this purple baby is. Come on, give me a good one. I think I'd probably quite like it to be gear piece rather than weapon. Alright, LMG. Slap it on. Oh no, it was an RPK. Sorry, it's like me, yeah. Yeah, it's not so good, is it? I mean, it's got the small mag on it as well. Alright. We'll try it. Let's give it a shot. Right, let's see if we can get this SHD. Yeah, it's just, I remember this one. It's just on the side up here. And then we'll do this mission. And that should be perfect timing. Okay, speaker. I'm going to avoid that because I want to do the mission more than I want to do the event. Oh, I vaguely remember this one now.
The hyenas are holding a Shade Tech cache in that hotel. Get it back.
Alright. Come on, mate. Take him out. Yeah, it's got pretty big range on it for causing the explosion, which is nice. I mean, and to be honest, the thing I always hate about the cluster seeker mines is that they miss half the time. Whereas that one, it's a guaranteed hit. This is one where loads of people couldn't work out how to get in. You have to shoot the lock off the door, don't you? It's glitched. I can't get into it. Yeah, shoot the door.
I've got a read on his position. Looks like it's somewhere below you. You're right on that Shade Tech cache.
Love it. Love it. It never gets old, that one. Alright, we've got a sniper over there. Ooh, that actually hits pretty hard. Let's see what this green is. Could do with a chest piece one. So that give me skill haste. Don't really need it. Yeah, I'm going to stick with what I've got. Great, I have so many people on. Thank you very much. As I keep saying, and we're going to have enemies coming in and I should focus. Focus. 2, 3, one more. Yeah. Did he get it? No, I didn't. But should take out those two up there. Yeah. Nice. Whoa. Okay. You'll never get away. Come upstairs. Yeah. Kick on that is insane though. Sweet. Yeah, so if you haven't liked the stream already, do hit the like button purely because I'm trying to work out, okay, do people like the hardcore division? Do they want to see more of it? And that would really help me to know. I mean, it's looking good at the moment, given the number of likes compared to the number of watchers. But yeah, if you're on, hit it, and I'll know to create more of this content. And also the chill out, talk about the game. Love it. Ooh, purple. It's getting real now. Can I get up there? Can't remember. Nice.
Good work. Take that Shade Tech cash to the quartermaster when you get a chance. Might as well get some use out of it.
Ooh, +6 SHD and a level up. Alright, let's see what we got. Alright. Probably not going to use those gloves even though they are a level up. Yeah, I want to keep the brand set going. Okay. Yeah, I think I can use that. All right. Let's. What level is that? Yeah, I can still do that, can't I? Got a main mission which is level 5, which I can now do. We got one more control point in here and lots of SHD. So I think what I'm going to do is just go and pick up those side missions. Looking good.
Hostile broadcast detected.
Hey, Justin. Okay. Okay, library. That's a good one. I remember that one very well. And yeah. Right, what do we got close to us? Oh, we can recruit. Okay, I'm not going to use her.
Hello, I'm Anaya. I'm going to be helping out at the base of operations and equipment fabrication. It's a pleasure to meet you.
All right, nice. Let's. All right, let's do the ML key library.
Small community. something to do with it. They've asked us to investigate.
Hostile broadcast picked up. Portable device detected.
Hey, baby. What happened to your leg? I was unlucky. But I'm done with all that. Mom, Dad! I know, honey, I know. I got word.
Secure the area and search for any surviving members of the community that's been residing here.
Ooh. Okay. That was tighter than it should have been.
All
Uh-oh.
hostages are deceased.
Damn.
All right, get up.
Just got a report of activity on the roof. See if you can find a way up there.
Hey, great to have so many people on. Where are you all based? You, because I'm guessing at the time of the stream, it's probably maybe Europe? Alright, don't fuck this up. I seem to remember there's something like a tank or something like that comes out for the boss. Alright, nice. Be nice to have a scope on that. Ooh, ow. No, 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 not a grenade. Do not want a grenade. There he is, big guy. Alright. Heal up, make sure I got a bit of health before I try and take him on. Alright, nice.
Search for survivors. They may be hiding.
Ooh, body, is that in Providence? Yeah. Ooh, critical hit chance as well. Let's look at these impressive stats. 11.1%. Get in there. That's not bad at all. That means we can swap that back to the tactical. A bit more armor, which is good.
Thank God.
We'll stay here until it's safe, then head to the theater.
Alrighty. You do that. You wait there. See if we can get those two that place to go at. Whoa, shit. Nice.
This could have turned out tragic. I'll ask Odessa to send a patrol to escort the survivors.
And we've unlocked the game center, which is critical. Because we want the kids to be able to play games. So look at that. So it's just nothing. Okay. Alright, 8. And yeah, I don't really need the repair skills. Well, that's level 5. That's alright. Awesome. All right. So I'm going to call that a night on the stream. Do hit the like button if you're liking the hardcore content. You want to see, continue with the grind to level 40. See if we can make it there without dying. I enjoyed it. It's really cool to go back and play the game again, to be honest, after having played it for so long. If you like it, hit that like button. I'll know to do it again, and we'll do another stream probably next week now, because I've got to work on the next build video, which I want to try and get out this week, ideally Friday. I've just started the editing of it, So it shouldn't be too much longer. Another couple of days to get that out. Look out for that one. Quite an interesting one. And we'll keep doing it. And if anyone's got any ideas on any builds they want to see, I mean, now I've seen what that that Buster Firefly does. I'm like, okay, guaranteed hits, up to 4 targets. That could be interesting. I wonder how much it scales, but we'll see about that. Anyway, great to have you on, Andre. Good to chat. Really nice chatting with you, and good to see you all. We'll see you all pretty damn soon. Cheers. He says hitting the button and nothing happens.